how to choose optional subject, how to choose the right study material. Hello everyone, I am Karthikeyan from Linkara IAS Academy. Today we are going to talk about how to choose optional subject in UPSC examinations. Many of us struggling in the choosing an optional paper in UPSC examinations because it's have around 500 marks in the main. It is actually deciding where you are, either in the top list or in the average list or in the bottom list of the shortlisted candidates. Sometimes the optional makes you to go away from the UPSC final list. And here, before choosing an optional, you have to find some strategy. The strategy, what I'm going to tell you, this is a generic one, and you have to customize your aspiration, your interests. Because many of you from various stream of degrees, some of you from medical backgrounds, some of you from law backgrounds, some of you from engineering background, some of you from a general science background, some of you from arts background. So you have to be very cautious before choosing an option because it's make you to clear the examinations. If you chosen some irrelevant optional, it will make you to go away from the list. So be careful on this. I'm going to tell you some of the tips what you have to be considered before choosing an optional paper. You will be from different streams of your degree. So first think whether whatever the options you are going to choose, will it cover your GS or how many percentage it will cover your GS in mains papers. So you have to be consider your interest because interest drive you to clear any levels in the examinations. Not only in UPSC, in your lifetime, in any levels you can achieve. So based on the interest, you have to choose. For example, if you are coming from an agricultural background, your mainstream degree from agriculture, then you can choose agriculture as an option because the syllabus is very easy and in your study you might be come across almost all the syllabus. So it will help you definitely to clinch the more marks in optional papers. Or sometimes you might be from engineering background. So in this you have to be very careful to analyze the syllabus and the contents and depth of your understanding. So nothing to say negatively against the engineering papers or science papers, but you have to be very careful about the content and depth of your understanding towards the subjects. And second point, you have to be consider the mentorship availability for you. The mentorship can be a personal guide for you, or there can be a coaching center, there can be a friends or someone else who has to help you for your preparation completely. Whenever required, they have to guide you. Sometimes they have to motivate you. So the motivation factors also you have to be considered. The coaching is also including the motivation factors. Study material availability. For example, some of you may think that you might be coming along with your degree and school educations, you might be studied in your mother tongue. So it may be comfortable for you for writing the mains examinations. If you think like that, then you have to choose, you have to find the right study material availability for you and right coaching in mother tongue is available for you or right mentorship is available for you in your mother tongue. So you have to be double check these things. So it will definitely help you to score more marks. And third point, you have to be very careful about how many percentage of the general studies main syllabus covered with these optional papers. For example, there are lot of subjects available and it have significant contribution, significant share of the content in the mains GS papers. Let's say public administration, political science, history, sociology, geography, economy, agriculture. Like that, there are a lot of papers, even philosophy. So you have to identify the contribution or the share from the GS papers. Whatever you choose, the optional paper should have significant share. So it will help you to revise particular papers, or even you study well in the optional paper. You sometimes no need to prepare separately for the particular paper in the GS. For example, if you choose a political science, it will cover almost 2/3 of the GS2 paper. So it will help you to score more marks because The political science consists of international relations and polity. Have significant score. Even if you choose the political science as an optional, it will have significant influence in your prelims also. So you have to consider in this way. When you choose some optional paper, that also should contribute some marks, some scoring option for you in the prelims as well, not only mains. And next point. So you have to be evaluated before choosing the previous year's results with the particular optional subjects. For the cases of political science and sociology, it will have significant changes, even geography as well as history. So some years, some scoring options for the particular paper may be less compared to other years, but it will not be the same for every year. So you can find your based on the other factors and you can choose. But you have to understand, you have to analyze the performance of the optional subjects. So this will give you some more clear picture for you to break some dilemmas, whether either or options you might have to choose an optional. It will break the dilemmas. Every year, almost 12 to 15,000 aspirants were selected after the prelims. We'll see the analysis of the shortlisted candidates from prelims to mains. We identify for the geography optional as a more weightage given as on an average 3,000 members they were opted as an optional. For history case, around 1,500 aspirants choosing as an optional. Similarly, the same number for public administration, sociology as well. But for the philosophy, psychology, political science, economics, anthropology, altogether less than 3,000 aspirants choosing it as an optional. Other science subjects and other arts subjects, it's less than 1,000 aspirants choosing for their optionals. The same scenario for the literature subjects. On average, less than 1,000 aspirants choosing for their optionals. But one good thing in the literature subjects is it will give you the advantage edge towards the top ranks in the overall UPSC results. So be careful to evaluate the optional subjects. And next point, time management is very essential one in the entire process of UPSC examinations. UPSC is not only testing your aptitude and your skills, but also they are ensuring your time management across your each steps of your examination process. So many people will say some stories. If you choose this optional, you will get more marks. Because if you see the results for the past 10 years, same optional subject will not repeated for the top rank. Because you should not consider only the optional papers for the scoring options, but other factors also you have to be keenly evaluate. These are the factors make you to become a top ranker. And one more suggestion for you, don't compare with others with their capability and your capability, because both are different and you are also powered with different knowledge, different interests. So don't consider other interests as yours to become a top ranker in the UPSC examinations, because you have to self-evaluate your skills, your interest, your capability, your environment to become a top ranker in the UPSC examinations. And some more tips for an anthropology subject. It is a popular subject as well as scoring subject, because in the past trends, the anthropology subject is a decent scoring optional and you can grasp the contents and topics. If you are a science background aspirant, it will be very useful to grasp the content and the concept clearly, and it will help you to memorize the diagrams and important to understand the tribal issues and related topics, day-to-day current affairs as well. For the optional paper, public administration, it will have significant share of the similar syllabus of GS2 and you can cover within 4 to 5 months. It's required limited coaching as well as you can study for most of the syllabus listed under the public administration. This is one advantage. For the paper geography, geography is an interesting and vast syllabus. If you are very interested towards exploring the physiography of the world as well as very interested towards the maps, it will be very easy for you. And one more important thing, even from the engineering background or medical background, choosing this optional paper as a scoring paper and they were succeeded in their career. the history optional. We cannot divide the history from our life, because our life is a history, and we studied from the school levels to the current affairs. We are repeatedly studying the history, so it will be definitely an easy optional for you. It's also a bit vast and very deep, let's say, but you have to be interested towards the preparation on a history paper. If in schooling days or somewhere, if you find something like hair subject on a history, please do not take history as your optional. Sociology, it is very smaller and easy to understand and interesting as well. So the scoring level, it will give you top rank to the medium rank. If you scored enough in the other main GS papers, it will concern about humanity and about the society. It mainly requires the ability to distinguish between abstract theories and concepts. I think the explanation might be clear for you. Based on that, you can choose your option. And I repeat, as a summary, please consider before choosing an optional towards the interest, towards the mentorships, coaching, and material availability, and contribution of the optional subjects towards your general studies papers. Fourth one, previous performance of these optional subjects, especially this is for engineering subjects. And the last one, time management. If prepare and revise based on these 5 factors, if you have clear roadmap towards an optional subject, definitely you can go with that. It will definitely give you to make a top ranker in the UPSC finalist. I think you have a good listening. Thank you.